Microsoft Azure Web Services rolls out OpenAI support this week. Apple releases a new line of MacBooks complete with new processors. SpaceX is integrating Starlink with a new line of RVs. There's a whole slew of video games coming out, and the CITC website has a bunch of brand new updates. My name is Chris from CITC, and this is the Wednesday Weekly Update. This first story comes to us from The Verge. Microsoft is rolling out OpenAI through their Azure Web Services program this week, and it looks to be looking to integrate the DALL-E OpenAI platform. Now, this will allow businesses to have access to ChatGPT. That's right, ChatGPT, the program that was making headlines in December of last year, for its ability to analyze and process words in a very organic fashion. This rollout is just one of many AI integrations Microsoft is looking to unveil this year in 2023, and very recently the CEO of Microsoft was speaking at the World Economic Forum, stating, quote, "Every product of Microsoft will have some of the same AI capabilities to completely transform the product," meaning that the AI that they use here in the Azure Business Suite is actually going to be coming to other Microsoft products. Hopefully we'll be seeing integration coming into their Office line, as well as any other program out there that Microsoft looks to be using OpenAI with. You know, AI is changing the landscape of business, and it would be very interesting to see going forwards, and I just can't wait because the faster compiling times that we will have to analyze and make all of our reports and charts and basically run a lot of analytics in a very short amount of time. It's going to be something interesting to really keep an eye on as we head into this year. Now, our second story comes from CNBC, and that is in Apple. Apple is now releasing their new MacBooks, and this new line is actually going to be housing a new processing chip. Those processing chips will be the M2 Pro and the M2 Max, respectively. Now, these, according to Apple, are the most powerful processing chips that they've made thus far, and along with that, they are going to be revealing them with two new line models of the MacBook. They have a 14-inch model and a 16-inch model. The 14-inch model will be starting at $1,999 USD, and the 16-inch model will be starting at $2,499 USD. Just for mention there, that is going to be their new MacBook Pros, starting with the M2 Pro chips. Price is yet to be revealed about the M2 Max processing chips that those two laptops will house. Apple also went on the record of stating that the Mac Mini is also launching with a base M2 chip later this year, and that will start at $599. But they are also planning a release of an M2 Mini with. They're also planning a release of a Mac Mini with an M2 Pro chip that starts at $1,299 USD. The official release of all of these products is going to be January 24th, 2023, but you can pre-order them today through the Apple website. Our last bit of tech news here. This story is actually coming from PC Magazine, and that is that SpaceX has partnered with Thor Industries. Thor Industries is a major RV distributor in the United States, and they are hoping to integrate their Starlink platform with their latest line of RVs. Now, no official prices have been set between the two companies other than the revealance of the partnership, but with a little bit of guesstimation, we can sit here and ponder about what this might cost you. So, as Starlink is concerned, right now they have two types of dishes. One is a stationary dish used for homes and businesses, and that dish is actually costing $599 from Starlink, and that is just the price of the hardware, the dish itself. However, that is a stationary unit and is not meant to be very mobile. They do, however, have a new mobile version of their Starlink dish, and that one is starting at $2,500. Now, the thing here to note is that this $2,500 dish from Starlink is supposed to be used for travel, as well as put on some RVs and other kind of recreational vehicles like that. And so the emergence of this partnership, we're definitely going to probably see that particular dish being put onto the Thor brand RVs. Now, just to get an idea of what a Thor RV cost, their lowest priced RV actually sits at $100,000, and their highest one is actually right now for $1 million USD. Thor really trying to go for the high-end market, it looks like, by putting an integration there with Starlink, and one can really hope that with the integration of this, that Starlink might actually be opening up to higher production of those dishes, and we might be able to get our hands on Starlink sometime very soon, this year or next. But hey, if you're a millionaire out there and you have surplus of money looking to spend, you might want to keep your eye out on Thor Industries and their latest line of RVs, because they're definitely going to have some great internet coming up in the later part of this year. On to video game releases. For the list, we have Surviving the Abyss. It releases on January 17th on Steam, and it is a survival colony sim where you manage a deep science facility that is looking to perfect cloning. I've looked a little bit into this game, and it does have a very unique story on it and a little bit of a different setting for a kind of colony sim. Second game on this list is Showrunner. That releases on January 17th, also on Steam, and it is an isometric simulator where you actually create and run your own TV show. Saw a little bit of gameplay of that today as well, and I gotta say that I added that one to my wish list. I definitely want to see a little bit more gameplay of that before I dive into that, but to all my PC gamers out there, Showrunner might be a game that you can get into, and it's might be fun entertainment in the future. Now, the third game on this list is definitely not Fried Chicken. This releases on January 18th. Again, this is another Steam game. Really showing love to my PC gamers out there this week, this Wednesday. So definitely not Fried Chicken is another isometric simulator where the premise of this is to actually run a fried chicken business. But not only are you running a fried chicken business, but it seems you are running nefarious businesses out of the back of your fried chicken establishment. Looks to have a bunch of fun and funny kind of storytelling, as well as different gameplay mechanics. So that one is definitely on my wish list as well. Definitely not Fried Chicken. That's gonna be a game I can see making it big on streams once people get their hands on that one. Again, releases January 18th on Steam. Working my way down the list here, we have Gray's Counter GM. That releases on January 18th on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. This is a bullet hell shooter with beautiful pixel art and has a very anime aesthetic. Apparently there is a niche community following this game, as I've seen it on a bunch of different subreddits. So if you are into bullet hells, anime, and pixel art, Gray's Counter GM, look for that on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and Steam. Next up, we have Persona 4 Golden. That releases January 19th on PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. No confirmation now if that is going to be on Steam. Sources have said that it will be, other sources say that it isn't. Only time will tell if it is. But Persona 4 Golden is the fourth installment of the Persona series, and it looks to be a sort of a remastered version of the beloved fourth game, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. If it doesn't come out to Steam for my PC, I'm probably going to pick it up for the PS5. And rounding off the bottom of the list, we have Fire Emblem Engage. Anyone that is a big fan of Fire Emblem, I think you will quite enjoy this one. From what I have seen, the story looks phenomenal, and it definitely is going to be a good collection to have on my Switch. So now on to CITC news. This last week I went ahead and updated the entire website, and you can see that there is a slew of new things added to it in terms of UI. It turns out that a majority of you are accessing the website via mobile, so I went ahead and made sure that it is very mobile friendly. On top of the website, we actually have a new button feature where if you were to click it on the mobile, you click on that button and it will allow you to call the actual business line for CITC. Can't wait to hear all of your wonderful calls and take in more business through that. So again, if you are visiting the CITC website via mobile, go ahead and check it out now because it should be updated and you'll definitely see the new features and the new backgrounds. I've done a lot of work into that in this last week and I really hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful Wednesday. My name is Chris, and I'll see you again right here on the CITC Facebook page every Wednesday. This has been the Wednesday Weekly Report.